Have you been having trouble getting OTPs, bank messages, and delivery confirmations from your online orders? Well, so is everyone else, so you're not alone. And there's absolutely no need to panic. Also, no need to blame your telecom operators because it's not really their fault. You see, on Monday, around 40 crore SMSes failed to deliver to their intended recipients. This happened after the telecom operators enforced a 2018 regulation issued by TRAI. But let's rewind a bit. Did you know that around 100 crore commercial messages on average are sent by companies to customers every single day? These messages are both solicited and unsolicited. Messages such as OTPs for financial transactions, notifications about a transaction, confirmations, they're solicited, and other promotional messages that try to tell you your horoscope or give you trading tips, they're unsolicited. Since mobile users have for years complained about these pesky calls and messages, TRAI has finally acted on it. In 2018, TRAI introduced the Telecom Commercial Communications Customer Preference Regulations or TCC-CPR, which defined the architecture with checkpoints at three ends: the sender of the SMS, the telecom operator, and the customer. It also introduced scrubbing of messages, a consent register to keep a record of the permission given by the customer. This regulation is built upon the older requirement under which a message or a call from an unregistered number would result in a ban on that number, and so the entity would now have to register not only itself but also the template in which its content was to be communicated. The process was to save customers from any of these annoying bank loan calls or messages triggering love life and other things. However, telemarketers can still call through unregistered numbers. And while these can be banned post facto, a mechanism to fully restrict them is still lacking. So what happened on Monday has its roots for a case filed in the Delhi High Court last May by Paytm. The company argued that the failure of telecom operators to fully implement the 2018 regulation allowed fraudsters to make calls and send SMSes pretending to be company representatives. And in February this year, the court asked the telecom companies and TRAI to ensure complete and strict implementation of TCC-CPR from the 8th of March. Telecom operators claim to have then sent repeated notices to principal entities or companies on behalf of which these commercial messages are sent to register their communication templates. On Monday, entities that had not registered their templates had their messages scrubbed out of the system. But it was the people who suffered. And so, TRAI has given an extension of 7 days to all the operators and companies. We wonder now whether this 7-day extension will work or whether there's going to be another debacle next week. One can only hope not.